Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. They're moving down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. And if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. His legs. It's Douglas. As the first down is still going. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
There's a 1st and 10 play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Great swings at the 40. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. the quarterback keeps it on the option. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Finding some room at the 25. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
QB keeper all the way. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
On the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
So no gain on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! As they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks through. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. You're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Has a path to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, LSU.
But great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First and 10 now for the offense. Looking for some space. It's Douglas. Great swings at the 40. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
The Buckeyes lining up here on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. They stop him after a big gain. Moved the ball to the 27.
offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys. Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down and 10 now. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Takes off in a bootleg. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchdown. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because when it seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He finds some space. Got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. First down, why not keep it on the ground? Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Receiver in motion now. Looking for some space. It's Potw. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. He knocks it through with confidence. That puts them back on top. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job of the kick return at that time. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Boom, he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. They start the drive with a big throw to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. State offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll toss it to the right side. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass this time. Pressure is coming. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Buckeyes come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense is still clicking. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Trying to find room. It's Odom. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Here's the handoff. Powers through. And that run produces a decent gain.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Complete with a running back, but can he get there? They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He made the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a football play right there, Bruce. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Hit the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second and goal for the offense. Line for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Nowhere to run up the middle. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Coach says, forget the chip shot to tie it. We're going to try to score and take the lead. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the right.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Fights through a tackle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, another incompletion.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Brown. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the ones that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He's looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Defense showing a bunch formation now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Here's the throw deep downfield. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. They'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Pounding away with the run game. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Keeping it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Looking for a gap. It's Douglas. Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Here comes a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Well, a really entertaining game. came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, straight blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.